Quick disclaimer. Unlike most of the content I like to put out, this video is largely going to be negative. If you at the time of watching this don't have the ability to accept or respect opinions that are opposite from your own, please refer to the echo chamber of videos in your recommended. To those choosing to stay, thank you, and I hope you enjoy hearing me out on my opinions. I will be sure to make them as entertaining as I am able. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I've always held the original Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe in high regard over the years that I've been playing them, but the Boosted Course Pass has strongly cemented Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as one of my favorite games of all time. With 96 tracks across the board, now more than ever, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a fantastic game to pop in for a few races, with its vast selection of courses to choose from. Guys, what the hell am I looking at? Oh god, do people actually like this track? Maybe there's something I'm missing. Let me revisit the track for myself real quick. Hoo-wee! That sure was the Toad Circuit experience. I still don't get it. Let's see what the people have to say on this. Maybe this will help me understand. Giant toad balloons, alright, very insightful. Music's nice, well, come on, it's Mario Kart 8, I don't think anyone's here to argue that. Strange, I see a lot of hate for this course. Yeah, how strange, I mean, where's it all coming from, honestly? You also have to consider that this is a newer course to a game that hasn't had a new course for many years. People will pick it regardless because it's a new thing, and people want to play new things. That's a good point, I hadn't considered that. Maybe it'll die down. What's a new change? Maybe it'll die down. What's a new wave drops? Maybe it'll die down. What's a new wave drops, huh? Toad Circuit. I don't like Toad Circuit. I find it truly baffling that it weaseled its way into the Booster Course Pass when I can't imagine there was a sizable demand for its return prior. Now, Mario Kart 7, the game that track originates from, was the first Mario Kart game I had for myself. Not the first I've played you, that honor goes to the superior Mario Kart Wii. But in the track's original appearance, I can cut it some slack there. And in that game, Toad Circuit is one of, if not the first track that you play. I don't exactly remember at this point, but its simplistic design serves the purpose of easing the player into the basics of the game, and in that regard, I think the track is great. There's just, one problem. This is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe version, in fact. This is a game that people have been playing for several years. Even before the Booster Course Pass was even announced, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had already been in the people's hands for a few years at that point. But fine, I'll play along for a bit. Let's say you are a newcomer to Mario Kart 8 with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 has its own newcomer-friendly track in the first cup of the game that serves the same purpose of easing the player into the basics of the game while introducing them to Mario Kart 8's central mechanic being the anti-gravity sections. It does everything Toad Circuit sets out to do, all the while being more interesting and visually appealing. So why is Toad Circuit here? I don't get it. The strongest defense I've seen for its presence here is that it's a nice change of pace from the gimmicks and more intricate designs of the majority of other tracks. Its simple design dually simplifies the chaos of your typical Mario Kart race, allowing for those whose understanding of the fundamentals is strongest to show their stuff. And this is a defense I honestly can't argue. Props to you for being able to see a pro to Toad Circuit's inclusion, but it's going to take more than that to win me over. But yeah, that about sums up my thoughts. This whole thing pretty much just started with that clip of more people voting for the track than I would have honestly expected, so I figured I'd try to start a discussion on it. What are your thoughts on Toad Circuit's inclusion in the Booster Course Pass? Am I actually in the minority on the matter after all? Let me know in the comments below if you feel like doing so. Anyway, it's back to the races for me. See ya in the next one. Oh my god. It could have been Maka! Woo!